Welcome to the TxDOT Lufkin District's Rural Transportation Improvement Program virtual public meeting.
My name is Lauren Macias Cervantes, and I would also like to thank you for watching this pre-recorded video presentation of the 2023-2026 program that was first shared with the public on Thursday, May 26th. I'm the Public Information Officer for the TxDOT El Paso District, but I am serving as your presenter on behalf of the Lufkin District.
This video presentation will go over the basics of the Rural Transportation Improvement Program, often referred to as the Rural TIP, along with projects to be included in the upcoming 2023-2026 Rural TIP for TxDOT's Lufkin District. We will explain how the projects in the program are selected and classified in order to make the most of the program. Once we've shared this information with you, you'll have the opportunity to review the Lufkin District projects that are included in the 2023-2026 program, both large and small. We will also review funding, answer your potential questions on where the money to pay for these projects comes from and how it gets distributed. Lastly, we will outline the options you have to comment on these projects and their priority. We would like to begin this video presentation with a safety minute. There is no doubt that COVID-19 has been in the hearts and minds of many Texans at this time. TxDOT is committed to your safety, so we appreciate your flexibility in viewing this presentation online so we can all help minimize in-person contact. The safety of the traveling public is at the forefront of what we do at TxDOT. We encourage you to check the CDC website for more information and how to protect you and your family during this time. Let's talk about the areas that are included as part of the Rural TIP process. TxDOT's Lufkin District includes the 9 counties shown in the map. Projects included in the 2023-2026 Rural TIP are located in Angelina, Houston, Nacogdoches, Polk, Sabine, San Agustin, San Jacinto, Shelby, and Trinity counties. The Rural Transportation Improvement Program is a list of local projects funded in a TxDOT district over the next 4 years. This means that all projects included in the list are expected to be underway within 4 years following its approval. These are the projects you can expect to go to contract in the near future. It is multimodal, which means that it can include projects relating to highways, bicycle and pedestrian facilities, transit services, and freight projects, as well as the preliminary studies used to define those projects. The Rural TIP is meant to show regional agreement on the need and priority of a transportation project, so all parties involved can be sure they are making the best investment for the community. A TIP is also expected to be consistent with the projects and objectives included in the regional long-range transportation plans to ensure that all agencies are working toward the same goal. The Rural TIP is also part of the statewide Transportation Improvement Program. Because the program rules are established by federal law, no project can receive federal funding unless it is included in the STIP. It's important for you to participate in this process because funding secured by this process is intended to address your community's most immediate needs. By providing comments on the projects included, you are helping us identify regional priorities. By reviewing the entire program in a single meeting, you are providing input on projects that input the region, helping us be more effective with your money, and ensuring that we are investing where we should. Rural transportation organizations, metropolitan planning organizations, and local governments are responsible for selecting projects within their boundaries. TxDOT, through the Lufkin District Office, is responsible for selecting all projects relating to the state transportation system and national highways. This includes interstates and state and U.S. highways. But most importantly, this can also include the farm-to-market roads you use every day. The projects you will review today should respond to local needs. It is our responsibility to give you the opportunity to provide input on projects included in the Rural TIP. A link to each of the Lufkin District's 9 counties projects can be viewed with an associated map and project list on the Lufkin Rural Tip online notice page, pictured here on the TxDOT website. Please visit www.txdot.gov and in the keyword search box in the upper right corner, enter Lufkin 2023 Rural Tip. The Rural Tip functions as a budget list for the district. As such, it is fiscally constrained. Like the budget of a household, the Rural Tip has to be realistic about the amount of money available to cover all the needs. Frequently, we identify more improvements than we have money to implement. This means prioritizing according to those items that are most necessary. We've discussed the list, but where is the money coming from? Funds can come from 3 main sources. The federal government, through the establishment of the Fixing America's Surface Transportation Act, or FAST Act. The federal government allocates these funds through the processes established by the Federal Highway and Transit Administrations. TxDOT, like the federal government, also allocates a section of our budget for these projects through the Unified Transportation Program's 12 funding categories. And 3, local governments. Once the need has been identified and the amount of federal monies has been defined, the Rural Tip helps local governments assess the funding requirements to match those of the federal and state government, along with their capacity to meet them. Within rural and statewide tips, projects are either individually listed or grouped. Projects such as minor rehabilitation or preventative maintenance that are not considered by TxDOT to be of the appropriate scale for individual identification are grouped by function or work type. The list above shows the grouped project categories. All other projects that do not fit into the categories listed above, for example, the addition of travel lanes, are listed individually. This slide shows the individually listed projects in the Lufkin District Rural Tip. Over the next few minutes, we'll walk you through each of these projects listed here and provide you with a general overview. The US 59 Shepherd to Cleveland upgrade project involves construction of northbound and southbound frontage roads and reconstruction of existing US 59 main lanes between FM 2914 near Shepherd, Texas, and the San Jacinto-Liberty County line. The proposed improvements will also include an overpass at Red Road. The project will be designed to meet interstate standards for potential future designation as I-69. This project is being developed in conjunction with the project in the Beaumont District. The red line on the map shows the proposed limits of these projects. For more information on the project located within the Beaumont District, please refer to the Beaumont District and Houston-Galveston Area Council's TIP. The schematic and environmental approvals for this project were received in August 2019. Right-of-way acquisitions and the development of the detailed engineering plans are currently underway. Once all necessary right-of-way has been purchased and structures have been demolished, utility adjustments will begin. Right-of-way acquisitions, engineering plans, and utility adjustments are anticipated to all be complete by spring 2023. Construction bidding, also known as construction letting, is scheduled to take place in April 2023. We understand that you may not be able to clearly read the table and map, but this slide is simply showing you an illustration of the materials that are available on the TxDOT website. Visit TxDOT.gov and search Lufkin 2023 Rural Tip. On the online notice page, you'll see a section called Downloads near the bottom of the page. Under the Download section of the meeting page, you will find color-coded tables and corresponding maps, like the ones shown here, that provide details for each project that will be included in the district's 2023-2026 Rural Tip. We have tables and maps providing this information for each of the 9 counties in the Lufkin District, and we invite you to visit the TxDOT website to check out projects coming to your areas. This slide shows the general progression of the Rural Tip process and where we are right now. Once your comments have been collected and reviewed, any necessary revisions will be made to the rule tip before it is submitted for approval and integration into the statewide document. The statewide Transportation Improvement Program is built from the rule tips of all 25 districts in the state, as well as the transportation improvement programs from all the MPOs. Once the STIP is approved by the federal government, the included projects become one step closer to getting on the ground. Now that you are familiar with the program, we welcome your input. Comments must be postmarked or otherwise received by Monday, June 6, 2022. Please make sure to send your comments before that date. There are 3 ways to provide your comments. The first way is to mail any comments to Texas Department of Transportation, Lufkin District, 1805 North Timberland Drive in Lufkin, Texas, 75901. The second way you can provide your comments is to email your comments to jennifer.adams@txdot.gov. The third way you can provide your comments is by submitting them online. Visit TxDOT.gov and search Lufkin 2023 Rule Tip. Don't forget that the county maps featuring the proposed projects are also available on this online notice page for you to review in more detail. Again, as a reminder, comments must be postmarked or otherwise received by June 6, 2022. Please make sure to send your comments before that date.
Please don't hesitate to contact the Lufkin District Office with any questions you may have about the rule tip.
You can call 936-633-4383 Monday through Friday between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. or email jennifer.adams@txdot.gov with any questions or comments at any time about any Lufkin District projects. And don't forget to click on these links and follow us on Twitter for ongoing road closures and construction updates on the Lufkin District Twitter page. You can also keep up with the TxDOT news on our Facebook page.
Thank you for your interest and participation in the transportation planning process.